The following video is not made for kids. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello to my subscribers. This is the TFN Geek coming to you with some quick announcements. First off, I want to apologize to you guys. I promised I was going to do a bunch of reviews this weekend, but the truth is, last week, a relative of mine came down with a bad cold. She's still fighting it, and I caught it on Friday, and so I spent the whole weekend trying to get well so I could go to work tomorrow. I still have phlegm stuck in my throat, so that's primarily where this cold is affecting me. Occasionally I'll get chills, so I thought my immune system would be strong enough that I wouldn't even catch it, the cold, but unfortunately it wasn't. So it's almost like I was strong enough to fight it, so I don't feel too sick, but I haven't been able to fight it completely since catching it, so unfortunately I wasn't able to record any reviews this weekend because I was stuck trying to make sure I was healthy enough to return to work on Monday. So I hope you guys will forgive me for not getting any of the reviews done that I promised to get. But on a happier note, for those of you wondering why in the thumbnail of the video I used a box that had Walmart's logo on it, because I have a surprise announcement. So a couple of weeks ago I announced that eBay kicked me out of their website, and so it looked like my chances at buying Transformers action figures that weren't sold exclusively at Amazon or Target, ones that were sold exclusively at Walmart or by Hasbro Pulse or by San Diego Comic-Con, it looked like my chances of getting exclusive Transformers action figures was gone, but I managed to figure out a way that I could buy Transformers on other websites besides Amazon and Target, and also eBay, which I am no longer allowed to shop on. So a silver lining came out of this, so I managed to buy off of Walmart.com 4 of the Transformers action figures that I was eager to add to my Transformers collection, and they are 4 of the 6 Transformers Legacy United Star Raiders figures. So first up we have Deluxe Class Filch and Deluxe Class Road Pig. Road Pig personally was one of the figures I was most excited for, or due to his history of being one of the 4 laser rod motorcycles from the G2 line. He's technically the third to be given a figure. The first 2 were Road Rocket and Laser Cycle, who was originally supposed to be Jazz, but because it used the Legacy Prime RC mold and it was a fembot, they decided to just name the character Laser Cycle, what it was originally part of the group for. So Laser Cycle ended up being a new character, which I wholeheartedly embraced. And now that I think about it, all 3 of the 4 Generation 2 Laser Rod motorcycles have been released as Walmart exclusives in the Legacy line. Road Rocket and Velocitron, Laser Cycle and G2 Toxitron collection, and now Road Pig in the Star Raiders collection. So that's a bit unnerving to know that 3 of the 4 Generation 2 Laser Rod cycles have been released as Walmart exclusives, but what are you going to do? I've been fighting that cough I just did all weekend, so that's another part of the cold that's affected me and why I was even hesitant to do this collection haul video and announcement video, because I was trying to save my voice for when I return to work tomorrow. My job is talking on the telephone all day long, so even when my voice is normal and calm and I'm not sick with a cold, I still have trouble balancing it. So I'm hoping that this week goes by fast and that my body can finally get rid of this phlegm that's stuck in my throat. But yeah, Road Pig was one of the figures I was most excited for. Filch, after being reminded that she was one of the Predacons from the Robots in Disguise 2015 series, and that she's also had a few appearances in the Transformers comic books. She is the most unique out of all of the Star Raiders figures. She's the only a female member of the Star Raiders, and despite being a retool of the Kingdom Eraser mold, I still think she came out looking pretty fantastic looking. So in addition to Filch and Road Pig, we also have Voyager Class Ferric, and out of all of the Star Raiders figures, Ferric is right up there with Cannonball and Thundertron and being one of the most anticipated figures, partially because, for those of you who've been collecting Transformers for the last 4 years, Ferric is a retool of the Kingdom Cyclonus mold, and even though the original Kingdom Cyclonus figure, infamously, it's the gray parts on Cyclonus's arms and legs. Eggs turn a yellowish brown. Now, as far as I can tell, Ferric isn't made out of any of those parts, so even though this technically isn't Cyclonus, this is the closest to a non-yellowing Cyclonus figure we got, and I don't know if the Generation Selects release of Cyclonus yellows, but yeah, this has been one of the fan-favorite Voyager-class molds that's come out over the last 4 years, and to see it used again on a character that a lot of Transformers fans and collectors who even knew of the character before who knew about Ferric before his Legacy figure was announced, it's still a nice breath of fresh air to have an action figure of a character that a lot of people didn't think would be released. So yeah, it's a double win for Ferric from what I've seen on the internet with Transformers fans and collectors. Being the only Voyager class mold in the Star Raiders figures, he should hopefully be one of the more easier to find. From videos I've seen so far, people are finding Ferric more often than they're finding the deluxe figures. So yeah, if you have a Walmart store near you, then hopefully in the coming weeks Ferric will be readily available. He might end up being the first Star Raider figure to shelf warm, but that's thinking too far ahead. But yeah, hopefully, yeah, even if you have the Kingdom Cyclonus mold, even though this is not a review of him, I do recommend you get Ferric and add him to your Transformers collection. You won't go wrong having him. And last but definitely by no means least, we have the Star Raider figure that right now, as of this video's recording, it's September 29th of 2024. The month of September will end in 1 day's time. But this is the most elusive of all the Star Raider figures that's been released so far, and it is the Leader Class Thundertron box set. So yeah, the reason why this is a Leader Class box set is because you get 3 individual characters in this Leader Class sized box, not just one. So you got Thundertron, who's a slight retool, and of course a redeco of the Legacy United individual release Thundertron figure that came out earlier this year. I haven't gotten around to reviewing the original individually released Thundertron figure yet, but now that I have the Star Raider version, I'll get around to reviewing Thundertron, the first version of Legacy United Thundertron, as soon as I can. This version of Thundertron, some of the retool parts are he has a new head sculpt, also his right side hand, as you can see right there inside the box. It's been replaced with a hook, and in movies and television shows, pirates, when they lose a hand, and they have it replaced with hooks. And I don't know how accurate that is to Thundertron's appearance in the Transformers cartoons, but apart from those few retooled parts, his paint job, it's based more off of his original Transformers Prime action figure, so the shade of blue is much lighter compared to the darker, more navy blue of his first individually released action figure. And then, of course, along with Thundertron, you also have Night Strike, who is, I believe, a repaint and a retool of Transformers, Titans Return, Rat-Bat. And I believe Night Strike is the 4th use of the Rat-Bat mold. Along with Rat-Bat, it was also used to make Wing Thing, and also Scar, one of the Micromaster cassettes that was designed to interact with the Earthrise Leader Class Double Dealer figure. So yeah, Night Strike's a nice addition. And there's been, I don't know if it's a retooled part or if it was on the original Thundertron figure, but you can actually put Night Strike on top of one of Thundertron's shoulders, and the way the figures are packaged inside the box, it's showing that you can, it's trying to mimic that, where he's about to land on Thundertron's shoulder in there, so that's a pretty fun way of how they package to show everyone, look, you, as I drop the box on camera. It shows that everyone, Night Strike's included here as well. There is a plastic strap that's holding him down inside the box there, but if someone has something capable of clipping that plastic strap off, I can personally see Night Strike being stolen out of this box, so it wouldn't surprise me if in the coming months, when this starts to appear more often at Walmart stores, it wouldn't surprise me if people find copies of the Thundertron box set with Night Strike missing, and then copies of Night Strike appear selling on eBay for the same price that the entire box sells. So just be aware of that Night Strike can be, unfortunately, he can be easily removed from the box more often than Hasbro or Walmart would like to admit. And then, of course, one of the main reasons I got this set, which I think is also a selling point of this, is that we have the third character you get in this box set is a brand new character named Calcitron. And Calcitron is this is him on the box art, and there's his alt mode right here. He is the first of the Legacy United Infernac Universe, aka Rock Lord Transformers, to be sold as an exclusive instead of at mass retail. Once again, he is he is the third. Instead of being a new mold, he is the third use of the Deluxe Class Magnius mold, which was released in Wave 1 of Legacy United. And so, with the release of Calcitron, there are now a total of 6 Infernac Universe Rock Lord Transformers that exist out there. But since he's an exclusive sold in this box set, he will be the rarest and most hard to find. There are a couple of plastic straps holding Calcitron down inside the box, but again, like Night Strike, I can personally see someone desperate enough of reaching in there and somehow finding a way to pull him out of the box without anyone noticing. So yeah, I really wish that there would have been an open window on this box, or it would have been an enclosed box, like we saw with the Legacy Year 1 and Legacy Evolution Leader Class figures, using the two, using the two Galvatron figures that I have behind my shoulder. We've got Legacy United Armada Galvatron there, and then we've got Legacy Year 1 Generation 1 Galvatron there, and I personally prefer the enclosed boxes over the open windows because it's easier for people to steal stuff. So just a heads up for anyone who gets the trying to look for the Thundertron box set, make sure all 3 figures are in there. Night Strike Ike, who is up there on the top, and then of course Thundertron, and then of course Calcitron, who's down there in the bottom left corner of the box. I was kind of hoping that instead of using the Magnius mold for a third time, Hasbro and Takara Tomy would have used another one of the would have either designed a brand new Rock Lord Transformer or used the Shard mold a second time. Because if you already have Magnius and the second use of the mold, which is Nucleus, then Calcitron is nothing new. The only retool part that I'm aware of that he has is that he has a new head sculpt to distinguish himself from Magnius. So out of all 3 uses of the mold, I believe Nucleus is the one that's the most unique. But for me personally, trying to go completist on the Rock Lord Transformers, that was enough of a motivation for me to get this set. Night Strike is also a figure that I don't know if I have any previous action figures of the character or any other Transformers action figures with that name. But as far as the main leader of the Star Raiders, the captain of the Space Pirates, Thundertron himself, if you have the individually released Legacy United Thundertron figure, then he is unfortunately the least exciting not only of this box set that he comes packaged in, but out of all 6 of the Star Raiders. So I can personally see copies of either this version of Thundertron or the first released version of Thundertron that haven't already selling on websites at discount prices. Due to fans and collectors deciding to keep either one or the other of both versions of Thundertron. I'm going to keep both versions because I can use. I've already in my mind imagined a scene where the original version of Thundertron, which has 2 hands, this one only has 1, where Thundertron was in a battle. He lost his right side hand, and his paint job was damaged, and so that's why it's a brighter shade than it was before, and why he now has a hook hand. And he also lost one of his eyes. Here on the new head sculpt for this version of Thundertron, he has a metal eye patch. whereas the individually released Thundertron action figure, and the reason why I keep moving the box over in this direction every time I mention that figure is because my first Legacy United, the individual mass retail release version of Thundertron is up over there in that pile of boxes that I still have to open up and review of Transformers Legacy United figures, but I think I think both figures are must-have figures for anyone's Transformers collection. The first and now this version, these are only the second and third action figures of Thundertron that have been released, and after Hasbro released the comic books explaining his background story with the Star Raiders being space pirates to terrorize the galaxy, the Star Raiders figures are ones that have been a welcome surprise and welcome additions by most Transformers fans and collectors. But there is one thing that I haven't mentioned yet that I will say now before I stop the video, because I've already rambled on longer than I wanted to, but right now on Walmart's website, I don't know the retail price tag that the Thundertron Leader Class box set is going for. I hope it's not the price that I paid for him on Walmart's website, and it is at Walmart's own stock. But this box set is selling for $90 on Walmart's website right now. And I think one of the reasons why I was able to snag a copy is because nobody's wanting to pay that price for one Voyager, one Core Class, and one Deluxe Class Transformers figure. I am one of the Transformers fans and collectors who's crazy enough to pay that price. Nice, but Thundertron, he's the last of the Star Raiders figures to actually appear on the shelves of Walmart stores, but he's available at Walmart's own website. I thought I read when this box set was first announced that Thundertron with Nightstrike and Calcitron, that it was going to retail for either $70 or $75, so I don't know why Walmart has the price hiked up on their website right now, but that's the best place to get the Legacy United Thundertron box set at Walmart is on their website. So yeah, that's my latest haul of Transformers action figures. I now have been able to snag, thanks to Walmart's website, walmart.com, 4 of the 6 Star Raider Transformers figures. Got Leader Class Thundertron with Nightstrike and Calcitron, Voyager Class Ferric, and of course I showed them at the earlier Deluxe Class Road Pig at Filch. I'm really excited to have all these guys. I was hoping I would be able to get all 6 of the Star Raider Transformers figures at the same time, but as of this video's recording, Cannonball and Lockdown are sold out on Walmart's website, and I believe out of all 6 of the Star Raider figures, I think Cannonball and Lockdown, even though I've heard a lot of fans and collectors say Lockdown is a disappointing figure, being a repainted slight retool of Legacy United, Legacy Evolution, Axel Grease, who was a female character, she was a retool of Legacy Evolution Scraphook, who was a Junkion. So, but despite people being upset that Lockdown wasn't an original mold and that he was a repaint of a previously released figure, just like all of the Star Raider figures are since he's been sold out at Walmart's website, he and Cannonball, from what I've seen, are the 2 most wanted Star Raider figures that Transformers fans and collectors are looking to grab a hold of. I believe Ferric might be up there with Lockdown and Cannonball and being one of the more anticipated Star Raider figures up there, but again, because he's the solitary Voyager class Transformer in the Star Raiders line, he's much easier to find than the Deluxe class figures have been. I thought I saw someone taking a photo that they found up to 8 copies of the Deluxe Star Raider figures, and since there's 4 each, they found 2 of each figure, so I'm hoping that they're all the same amount of figures for all of them are packed in Walmart's manufacturing shipping boxes that come from the factory, so hopefully none of the figures are short packed. But that's pretty much it. If my voice sounds weird, again, that's the cold I've been fighting all weekend long. I apologize for blowing my nose on camera, I couldn't help it. So yeah, hopefully when I return to work tomorrow, I won't be sneezing or coughing as much as I've done the past 2 days. So thank you guys all so much, and thank you for bearing with me while I get over this cold. The reviews are coming. I apologize for not getting any of them done this weekend, but as soon as I am better and back up to health, I will do my best to get my reviews out again. I'm anxious to see the number of subscribers on my channel increase. I'm at over 800, and I'm hoping to reach 900 before the year ends. And also, I want to give a shout out to one of my friends, MO Transformers. I asked him if he could help me find the other Star Raider figures that I wasn't able to find. And so thank you. Thanks to you, MO Transformers, for helping me keep an eye out on that. If you don't find them, MO Transformers, if you're watching this video, I'm going to do my best to get Lockdown and Cannonball all on my own now that I can. And so, yeah, thank you guys all so much. This video's gone on a lot longer than I wanted it to, but thank you guys all so much for watching. I'm trying to decide which Transformers figure to review next once I'm back up to full health. I'm trying to decide between Transformers Legacy United, Voyager Class Vector Prime, Voyager Class Motormaster, or Leader Class Armada Galvatron back there. Or I might even do Deluxe Class Windblade just to get her out of the way. There's a lot of choices to make. So, thank you guys all so much for watching, and hopefully there won't be any more setbacks from this point outward, and I'll finally get back to getting my reviews recorded. So thank you guys all so much for watching, and until next time, you guys, stay safe, stay healthy, transform and roll out. Goodbye, everyone.